Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Into double coverage. charge, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Newton on first down. He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Julian Edelman. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
For the Patriots.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 1st and 10, Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again is Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Newton on first down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots 14. Ravens 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this? The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Full connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? There's going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, Michel. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Newton on 3rd down. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
40-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for Brandon Bolden. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a 1st-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Barry. Mike 48. I got him. Check 24.
And that'll set him back 5.
Gang.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Michel. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
2-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
Makes the score.
And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They set up a screen for Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Patriots 27. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way. And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll throw from the gun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24.
And it's Michel once again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Malik Harrison. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Patriots, they're setting themselves up as a major contender.